What if one day you needed help, but no one was there? Imagine this. Mary, 74, an independent senior, loved her peaceful home. But one evening, she tripped in her kitchen. She reached for her phone, only to realize it was in the other room. Hours passed before anyone even knew she needed help. This isn't just Mary's story. It's the reality for millions of older adults. Right now, over 27% of seniors live alone, and many don't have a solid plan for emergencies. They think, it won't happen to me, until it does. But here's the good news. Living alone doesn't have to mean living at risk. Today, I'll share 5 powerful ways to stay safe and independent, and the one critical mistake that puts many seniors in danger. Stick around until the end because the last tip could save your life. Why living alone becomes risky with age. The science behind it. Slower reaction. Times higher risks. As we age, our bodies don't react as quickly as they used to. This means that in an emergency, like a fall, a fire, or a medical issue, the extra seconds it takes to respond can make all the difference. The hidden dangers of falls. A single fall can mean months of recovery, a loss of mobility, or even permanent disability. The statistics are alarming. 1 in 4 seniors falls each year. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related hospitalizations in older adults. Many who suffer a serious fall never fully regain their independence. Loneliness, more than just a feeling. Living alone isn't just about physical risks. It can also take a toll on mental and emotional health. Loneliness increases the risk of dementia by 50%. Social isolation has been linked to heart disease, depression, and even a shorter lifespan. Many seniors go days without meaningful interaction, which can slowly impact both mental sharpness and overall well-being. Living alone doesn't have to mean living at risk. The good news? There are ways to stay independent while staying safe. With the right systems in place, like daily check-ins, home safety upgrades, and social connections, you can continue to live confidently in your own home. Coming up next, the first step to protecting yourself while living alone. Step 1. Set up a daily check-in system, a small habit that saves lives. The hidden danger of living alone. Mary, 74, had always been self-sufficient. She cooked her own meals, ran errands, and never liked relying on others. But one morning, while making breakfast, she suddenly felt dizzy. Before she could grab onto the counter, she collapsed. She was fully conscious, but completely unable to move. Her phone was just a few feet away, but out of reach. For 12 long hours, no one knew she was lying helpless on the floor. No one checked in. No one called. The only reason she was eventually found was because her daughter hadn't heard from her and decided to stop by after work. If she hadn't, Mary might not have survived. This happens to thousands of seniors every year. But here's the good news. This terrifying situation can be prevented with one simple habit: a daily check-in system. Why checking in is a lifesaver. Emergencies happen in an instant. A stroke, a fall, or even dehydration can make it impossible to call for help. But if someone knows to check on you daily, you'll never be left waiting for hours or days before getting help. So, how do you set up a check-in system that works? 3 ways to make sure someone always knows you're okay. First, the buddy system. Find a friend, neighbor, or family member and agree to check in once a day. It can be a quick phone call, text message, or even a wave from the window. If one of you doesn't respond, the other person knows to follow up. Second, technology solutions. Not comfortable texting daily? No problem. Use smart home sensors or a check-in app like Snug or Life360. These apps will send an alert to a loved one if you don't check in by a certain time each day. Third, automated alerts. For those who prefer hands-free solutions, Motion-activated devices can notify family members if they detect a lack of movement for an extended period. Even something as simple as a smart doorbell camera can help. If you don't step outside as usual, someone will notice. Why some seniors resist this, and why that's a mistake. Many older adults say, "I don't want to bother anyone." But let me ask you this. If something happened to you today, how long would it take for someone to notice? Having a check-in system doesn't take away your independence. It protects it. Instead of lying on the floor waiting for someone to realize you need help, you'll know that someone is always looking out for you. Your challenge: set up a check-in plan today. Who could be your check-in partner? A friend, a neighbor, a relative? Take 1 minute today to make that call and set up a routine. And if you don't have someone nearby, don't worry. Up next, I'll show you how to get immediate help at the push of a button, even if you can't reach your phone. Stay with me. Step 2. Emergency readiness. Because every second counts. The danger of waiting too long. Imagine this. It's a regular evening, and you start feeling a little off, maybe slightly dizzy or unusually tired. You assume it's nothing and decide to rest. But what if those symptoms were the early signs of a stroke or heart attack? Waiting too long to get help could mean the difference between a full recovery and permanent damage, or worse. Medical emergencies don't wait for the right moment. That's why being prepared before something happens is critical. 3 simple steps to be emergency ready. Step 1. Make sure help is instantly accessible. Every second counts in a crisis, so the last thing you want is to waste time searching for phone numbers. Keep a printed list of emergency contacts near your landline or fridge and program them into your mobile phone under ICE in case of emergency. Many paramedics check for IC contacts first when responding to a call. Another smart move? Set up speed dial on your phone for key contacts, like a neighbor, a trusted friend, or 911, so you're never fumbling in an emergency. Step 2. Wear a medical alert device. Phones are great, but what if you can't reach yours? This is why medical alert devices save lives. Whether it's a pendant, wristband, or smartwatch, these devices connect you to emergency responders with a single press. Many modern versions even detect falls automatically, meaning if you collapse and can't push the button, help is still on the way. If you think, "I don't need that yet," ask yourself, wouldn't you rather have it and never need it than need it and not have it? Step 3. Have a clear emergency plan. Emergencies aren't just medical. Fires, gas leaks, or even power outages can be life-threatening if you're unprepared. Here's how to make sure you're ready for anything. Know your exits. Could you safely leave your home in under 60 seconds if needed? Keep a flashlight by your bed. If the power goes out at night, stumbling in the dark can be dangerous. Consider a lockbox for emergency access. If paramedics need to get inside but the door is locked, this simple step could save valuable time. The key takeaway: preparation equals independence. Having an emergency plan isn't about expecting the worst. It's about ensuring you're in control no matter what happens. Taking a few minutes now to set up these safeguards could mean saving hours, or even days, when every second truly counts. Your challenge: take 1 step today. Which one of these will you put in place first? A medical alert device? A list of emergency numbers? Let me know in the comments below. And coming up next, how to make your home a safe zone to prevent falls before they happen. Stay with me. Step 3. Home security and scam protection. The dangers no one talks about, the growing threat that targets seniors. You pick up the phone and a serious voice says, "This is the IRS. You owe back taxes, and if you don't pay immediately, legal action will be taken." Your heart races. The caller sounds official, and the last thing you want is trouble with the government. But here's the truth. It's a scam. Every year, seniors lose billions of dollars to fraud, falling victim to fake IRS calls, bogus prize winnings, and even imposters pretending to be family members in trouble. These scams are designed to create panic, pressuring you into handing over money or personal details before you have time to think. But you don't have to be a target. A few smart precautions can keep you and your money safe. 3 simple steps to protect yourself. Step 1. Never share personal information. Over-the-phone scammers often pretend to be from banks, utility companies, or even Medicare. They'll say there's a problem with your account and ask for personal details like social security numbers or credit card information. Legitimate organizations will never ask for this over the phone. If you receive a call like this, hang up immediately. Call the company directly using an official number from their website, not the number the caller gives you. If the caller pressures you to act fast, it's almost always a scam. Step 2. Strengthen your home security. Criminals often see seniors as easy targets, especially those living alone. But with a few small upgrades, you can make your home a place they'll want to avoid. Install a video doorbell. This lets you see who's at the door without opening it. If it's someone claiming to be from a service company, you can verify before answering. Use motion sensor lights. These deter nighttime intruders and make it safer for you to move around after dark. Upgrade your locks. If your home has old locks, consider reinforced deadbolts or a smart lock system. A well-lit, secure home is one of the best deterrents against break-ins. Most criminals don't want a challenge. They'll move on to an easier target. Step 3. Have a trusted contact for financial and security decisions. Sometimes scams are subtle. They might come in the form of suspicious emails, fake charities, or even pressure from dishonest acquaintances. That's why it's smart to have a trusted contact, a family member or close friend who can review any unusual requests before you take action. Before donating to a charity, making a big purchase, or sharing financial details, run it by your trusted contact first. If someone calls with an urgent request for money, check with a relative before acting, especially if they claim to be a family member in trouble. Even banks now allow you to list a trusted contact to be notified of suspicious account activity. The bottom line: stay one step ahead. Scammers rely on fear and urgency to trick people into quick decisions. But if you stay calm, verify, and take precautions, you'll never fall for their tricks. Your turn. Have you ever received a suspicious call? Drop a comment below. Sharing your experience could help someone else avoid a scam. And up next, how to prevent the #1 cause of injury among seniors: falls. Don't miss it. Step 4. Fall prevention and home safety. Your biggest risk at home: the silent threat that sends millions to the ER. 1 minute, you're walking across the living room. The next, you've tripped over a rug and are on the floor, unable to get up. Sounds extreme? It's not. Every year, millions of seniors are rushed to the ER due to falls. A broken hip, a head injury, or even a sprained wrist can turn your independent life upside down. Here's the hard truth: most falls don't happen because of weakness. They happen because of small hazards in the home that we overlook every day. But the good news? Falls are preventable. A few simple changes can make your home dramatically safer. 3. Quick fixes to reduce your fall risk. Step 1. Remove throw rugs and clutter. Loose rugs are one of the top trip hazards for seniors. If it's not secured with non-slip backing, get rid of it. Keep hallways, stairs, and common areas free of clutter. No shoes, bags, or cords in walkways. Use night lights in hallways and bathrooms for better visibility at night. Step 2. Install grab bars and handrails where you need them most. The bathroom is the most dangerous room in the house for falls. Grab bars near the toilet and inside the shower can prevent a serious accident. If you have stairs, make sure both sides have sturdy handrails. Consider a shower chair to reduce the risk of slipping while bathing. Step 3. Strengthen your legs and improve balance. Weak muscles and poor balance are major contributors to falls. The good news? You can rebuild strength with just a few minutes of daily movement. Heel to toe walking. Walk in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other. This improves balance and coordination. Chair stands. Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. Repeat 10 times to build leg strength. Ankle rolls. Move your ankles in circles to keep them flexible, reducing the risk of stumbles. Pro tip. Research shows that balance training can reduce fall risks by up to 40%. A few minutes a day can make a huge difference in keeping you steady on your feet. Stay safe. Stay independent. Falls are the leading cause of injury among seniors, but they don't have to be part of aging. By making simple adjustments in your home and keeping your body strong, you can stay safe, confident, and independent. Your turn. Have you made any fall-proofing changes in your home? Share your tips in the comments. Your advice could help someone stay on their feet. Up next, the final step that could make the biggest difference in your well-being. Stay tuned. Step 5. Stay socially connected. Because isolation kills. The silent danger. No one talks about Mary had always been independent. She loved reading, gardening, and watching her favorite TV shows. But as the years passed, she noticed something unsettling. Her days were getting quieter, her phone rang less often, and the loneliness started creeping in. Then one day, she found herself talking to the television, just to hear a voice in the room. That's when she knew something had to change. She joined a local book club, and suddenly, everything felt different. She had weekly meetups to look forward to, new friends to chat with, and a reason to get out of the house. The loneliness faded, replaced with laughter and connection. Why loneliness is more dangerous than you think. Most people think loneliness is just an emotional struggle, but science says otherwise. Did you know that chronic loneliness is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? Research shows it increases the risk of dementia by 50%. Heart disease and high blood pressure, depression, anxiety, and even early death. Social connection isn't just about feeling happier. It's a critical part of staying healthy and independent. 3 simple ways to stay connected. Step 1. Make communication a daily habit. Call or video chat with a family member or friend every day, even just for 5 minutes. Send a quick text or voice message to check in. Write letters or emails to reconnect with old friends. Loneliness thrives in silence. A simple hello can make all the difference. Step 2. Join a hobby group or volunteer love books. Join a local book club like Mary did. Enjoy crafting. Look for knitting, painting, or DIY groups. Want to give back? Many charities and community centers need volunteers. Finding one activity you love can lead to meaningful friendships and a stronger sense of purpose. Step 3. Try online senior communities. Not everyone can meet in person, but that doesn't mean you have to be alone. Join a Facebook group for seniors with shared interests. Try virtual meetups on platforms like Zoom. Explore forums where older adults discuss everything from travel to technology. The internet isn't just for young people. It's a powerful tool for staying connected. The challenge. What's one way you stay connected? Drop a comment below and inspire others. And coming up next, the final tip that can make the biggest impact on your long-term safety and well-being. Stay tuned. The big mistake seniors make. A surprising truth. Are you waiting for a crisis? Most people don't think about safety until something goes wrong. A bad fall, a medical emergency, or a scam that costs thousands. And suddenly, they realize they should have prepared earlier. The shocking truth? Most seniors don't take action until after a crisis. But by then, it's often too late to prevent the damage. The hidden cost of waiting. A fall can take away months, or even years of independence. A scam can wipe out savings in seconds. A medical emergency can go unnoticed for too long if no one checks in. The reality is, reacting after a crisis is much harder than preventing one in the first place. Shifting your mindset. Preparation equals independence. Being proactive about safety isn't about giving up freedom, it's about protecting it. Setting up a check-in system now means you won't be alone if something happens. Making home modifications today means you reduce your risk of a life-altering fall. Learning to spot scams early means you keep your money and peace of mind. Taking action now equals more years of independence, confidence, and security. The choice is yours. Will you act now or wait until it's too late? If you've been putting off safety changes, start today. Pick just one small step, whether it's securing rugs, setting up emergency contacts, or installing a grab bar. A small change today could save your life tomorrow. What's one safety upgrade you've made in your home? Share in the comments. Your advice could help someone else stay safe and independent. We've covered 5 essential steps to help you stay safe and independent while living alone. Now, it's your turn. Which of these 5 steps will you start today? Let me know in the comments. Will you set up a daily check-in, strengthen home security, or maybe reconnect with an old friend? Remember, even one small change can make all the difference. You don't have to do everything at once. Just take the first step toward a safer, happier life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical tips on thriving after 60. This video follows a proven viral formula that keeps viewers engaged. A strong emotional hook, real-life stories that make the topic relatable, logical, easy-to-follow steps, so you can take action right away. Open-ended questions, encouraging conversation and community. Suspense building, saving the most important insights for last. By making even small changes today, you're setting yourself up for a safer, more fulfilling future. See you in the next video.